Good morning, my friends. So today I'll be filming a video. I am in El Madania, one of the many streets of this old neighborhood, and I will be filming a video about how to drive from this area to El Harrach. So this is the central square of El Madania, and there is a taxi station here on the left. There is this roundabout, the central roundabout. There is that pastry shop over there, Maison Serir, which is celebrating its 100th year. It was founded in 1921, and we are on the last day of 2021. So today is December the 31st, and now off we go on our trip. As you can see, today is Friday and it's misty. It's misty, and we Algerians are expecting it to rain. We still need rain, guys, after 2 or 3 years of drought. I have managed to stabilize my dashboard phone holder. Jnan L'Khdar is on the left. There is a big garden here named Jnan L'Khdar. You can see the sign over there, Jnan L'Khdar, which means green garden, and it has become a club for the rich, because in fact Algeria needs all sorts of places, of entertainment places. So there is an overpass over there. If you drive straight, you will that road will lead you to city center, to Place du 1er Mai. But we are taking the right lane here, the street on the right, and now we are approaching the Martyrs Memorial. And as you can see, today is a misty day. It's misty, and only half of the Martyrs Memorial can be seen. This huge and beautiful monument, which is over 90 meters tall, and it was built in the early 1980s in order to pay homage to to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Algeria's independence, and to pay homage to the 1.5 million people who died, who were killed by French colonial forces during the independence war. I will interrupt filming here for a while. Okay, guys. So we have just driven under the Esplanade of the Martyrs Memorial. There is a complex there, the Riyad al-Fath complex. But today I am choosing to take another route. If I took that ramp, I would have arrived in Lizanaser, but today I'm choosing to drive through this roundabout here, to take that ramp, that steep road over there. You can see over there where that white car is coming down. Okay, so this is the roundabout. You need to be careful here, by the way, because there is oncoming traffic from the right, and they tend to come very, very fast. Just look at this steep road here, and it will lead you straight to Cuba. In fact, it will lead you straight to Lizanaser, apartment complex, and then on to Cuba. And the other ramp we just missed. In fact, I didn't miss it, I just passed it, because today I would like to show you this ramp instead. So the other ramp will lead you to the same place. It's so steep that even my car is sliding, you know, it's skidding. The road is wet, and my tires are old too. I need to change them. I know. And my car skidded a little bit, as if I were driving on ice. And now this is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Algerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It's not very far from the Algerian Ministry of Culture. The the area here is beautiful. Just look at that fountain, water jet, and that apartment building is the. I mean, those apartment buildings. It's an apartment complex. It's the Nizam apartment complex, one of the most beautiful and cleanest apartment complex here in Algiers. And it's, you know, my car is skidding, and I don't like this very much. So I might need to change my tires before the next rain. Okay, so just look at how beautiful it is. Cuba right in front of us, and it's misty, huh? Cuba in the mist. If you want to go to Hussein, you take the right turn, but we're going straight. We are continuing straight because we are heading to Cuba. So we are visiting El Harrach via Cuba. And we have just entered Cuba. There is a burger house here. There is a burger restaurant serving hamburgers. But a friend of mine told me that, you know, he's a fast food lover. And he, okay, let's go straight. Let's drive straight this time. So a friend of mine told me that he didn't really like their burgers because he found them too small, and he might need to eat 4 or 5 in order to feel, you know, in order to feel full. All right, so what's this? Does this mean that I can't turn left? It doesn't matter. All right, let's improvise a little bit. So this road here is going to lead you to View Cuba. There is a roundabout over there, and we are going to correct our path. We are going to correct our route. So don't panic here in Algiers. There is always a way. Algiers is so complex. Yes, I know. It's so big. Yes, I know. But it also has a relatively good, if not excellent, road infrastructure. So now we're back on our original path, our route. The Ibn Badis Mosque is over there, because you can see it. I have used the street, that part of Cuba as a departure point for many of my videos. If you want to go to Hussein, you take the left. And now, this is the Cuba post office. There is a, okay, so let's let this guy cross the road with his son. Cuba in the mist. Isn't it beautiful? Those are the floodlights. Those enormous pylons over there are the floodlights of the Cuba Stadium, the Ben Aknoun Stadium, which is the home stadium of the local soccer team, the RCK. There is the Ben Aknoun Mosque over there with its 2 minarets. It's 2 beautiful minarets. Okay. There is another gas station on the right here. The road is slippery in some parts where it's wet. And this place here, this part of Cuba, is known for its butchers. There is a nice residential area of Cuba on the right. This is Tahar al-Alam, the Tahar al-Alam street. The area is also known for its fruit and vegetable sellers. The apartment complex on the left was originally built as a temporary housing structure for workers. I think the workers who built the stadium back in the 1950s, I think. But later it became a permanent housing structure. But Algeria, the Algiers authorities are relocating people living there, and they are also destroying such small apartment complexes, because they have very small apartments with very small rooms. So they are not. The Algerian authorities are trying to improve, housing. And Cuba is changing. All of Algiers is changing. Take, for instance, that building over there on the right. I haven't noticed it before, and we are still on the Tahar Al Street. So new buildings are being built, and new houses too, even private houses. People are building or rebuilding their houses. They are destroying the old colonial ones, which are aging and decaying, and they are building new ones. This is the headquarters of Wetknis, the equivalent, Algeria's equivalent of Craigslist. So people sell things on that website, Wetknis. It's named after a street in the Ruisseau area between Hussein Dey, Cuba, and Belouizdad. There are pigeons on the road over there. And now we are approaching Hayy al-Badr, also locally known as Lotissement or Lotissement Michel. So Lotissement Michel is named after. There used to be a farm here before, owned by a certain Michel. There is a stop sign here, therefore I'm going to stop before I enter this Bachdjerrah road. This is the Bachdjerrah road here. So if you want to go to Hussein Dey, you take the left. I should have taken the left. Okay, but now I have taken the right in order to go to Bachdjerrah. This is the junction of Lotissement Michel or Hayy al-Badr. There usually is a traffic cop here. There are traffic cops here, but today, because it's Friday and there is less traffic, there are no traffic cops. And these are the emergency. This is the medical emergency center, the emergency room. It's on the right. The emergency room of this area, of the Hussein Dey and Cuba area. So it's for grown-ups, because the Parnay hospital, which is not very far from here, also has an emergency room for kids, for children, pediatric emergency rooms. The overpass we are driving under is for the subway. Go ahead. So these people are joining, these cars here are joining the Ben Aknoun Motorway, while I'm driving straight on the Bachdjerrah road in order to go to Bachdjerrah and then on to El Harrach. If you want to go to the eastern part of Algiers, or even to central Algiers, you take the right. You will drive to Algiers via the motorway, via the Wedou Shaykh tunnels, and then the motorway. You will join the motorway, the seashore motorway. So this mist, I think, won't last all day long, and it will disappear by noon, I think, when it gets hot. This is the tennis bus station. It's on the right. The Bachdjerrah bus station. It's a private bus station. And now we are approaching this junction here. Okay, so if you want to go back to Cuba, you take the right. But we're taking the left instead, because Bachdjerrah is on the left. Now, let's go. Those footbridges are built for local residents to cross the road safely when the road is wide. And now we are on on the Wilaya Highway number 13. Okay. So Algeria has national highways with numbers, they are numbered, and it also has wilaya highways. And wilaya is an administrative subdivision, so this is one of the Algiers roads. So it's Algiers Road number 13, and it goes through Bachdjerrah, and all of this is Bachdjerrah. There are two municipalities here. We are on the borders of two municipalities. On the right you have the municipality of Bourouba, and on the left the municipality of Bachdjerrah. Both of them are densely populated, and Bachdjerrah is known for its apartment complexes, yellow apartment complexes of that type over there in front of us. 5-floor apartment complexes. The area is also known for its doctors, for its specialists. You can find all sorts of medical specialists here. They have lots of doctors and lots of pharmacists. They also have a big vegetable market here, fruit and vegetable market, very interesting. They have a subway station, 2 subway stations in fact. One is near the tennis bus stop, and the other one is here. And there is this big, in fact it's not big, but it's an important gas station here. And now on my left there is a neighborhood known as La Glacière. Alright, you have the right of way because you are at the roundabout. And this area here is part of the Bourouba municipality, I think. And local people are supporters of the El Harrach team, USMH. It's over there on that mural. It's celebrated on that mural with that mural. And the USMH is the soccer team of El Harrach, because they are not very far from El Harrach. Bachdjerrah also has a big shopping mall known as Bazar Hamza. It's in the central part of the neighborhood, but it's very cramped, by the way. There is always traffic here in this, I mean in the area we've just passed. There is a new mosque here, I think. In fact it's old, but they have just renovated it. Masjid Malik ibn Anas, the Malik ibn Anas Mosque, named after a scholar, the founder of the Maliki school of thought, the Islamic school of thought of Malikism, one of the 4 main schools of thought in Islam, in Sunni Islam. Okay. And Algerians follow that school, by the way, while the Turks follow the Hanafi school, and the Kuwaitis follow the Shafi'i school, and the Saudis follow the Hanbali school. North Africans follow the Maliki school of thought. It's misty and it's so nice to film this area. And over there in the background you can see the Diyar al-Jama'a apartment complex, which I think is also part of the Bourouba municipality. We've been driving for 20 minutes and we have already visited at least 4 municipalities, different municipalities. We started filming in Madania. Okay, so this overpass is for the railway, okay, for the train, for the Algiers Boomerdest train. And we are not very far from the El Harrach train station, which is a very important train station here in Algiers. Now we are driving straight to El Harrach. This is, I think, Hassiba Bouali Street, the last part of the Hassiba Bouali Street. Sorry, not Hassiba. Yes, I'm not wrong here. There is this train station is on the right, and now this is people cross the road here. I remember when I used to learn how to drive. I mean, when I was at the driving school, we used to drive by this station. So the driving instructor would give me the car to drive it home. I mean, with him, of course, supervising. And you know, this is where I learned. I mean, this is the place where I learned how to brake in time. Okay, in order to avoid running over people, because it's very important, because it's a very crowded area. Therefore you need to learn how to drive, how to brake in time, how to slow down, and then how to brake, and how to make the decision on whether to stop completely or just slow down, let the person crossing the road to, let them the time to, finish crossing the road. So I mean, this is what I remember about this place when I was learning how to drive many years ago. And now, just look at this. El Harrach is misty, and the mist here is on the ground. It's not just covering the tops of tall buildings. And this is the central part of El Harrach, and it's super crowded, and congested too, because this is a market day, by the way. It's Friday. It's Friday. If you want to avoid traffic in El Harrach, then you should visit it on a day when there is no market. And El Harrach is known for its multiple markets. There are clothing markets, and flea markets, and all sorts of markets. You've got to ask people. Oh, it's very, I mean, it's foggy here. In fact, it's foggy. That explains perhaps why people are driving so slowly. And now if you want to go to Baraki, you take the right. I rarely take that road. I hate going to Baraki because Baraki is known for its congestion. And now we're taking the left in order to go and visit the El Harrach Central Square. We are crossing one of the most important bridges that cross the El Harrach River. El Harrach is here. As you can see, it's crowded. It's a very commercial neighborhood, even more commercial than Bachdjerrah, and it's also a very old neighborhood. El Harrach used to be called Maison Carrée during French colonization. Maison Carrée, square house, and it used to be a village founded by settlers in the 1860s, I think, and now it has become one of the most important suburbs of Algiers. This is the beautiful square, central square of El Harrach. It's next to the city hall. You can see the cafes and the stores. This is the city hall, beautiful building, and you can see these beautiful palm trees. So that's it. It took us 24 minutes to drive from El Madania to El Harrach via Bachdjerrah, via Kuba and Bachdjerrah. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button in order to receive notifications about more videos like these. Take care of yourselves, drive safely, and goodbye.